Free Comic Book Day is coming, as you guys know, May 6th. We're going to be opening at 9 a.m., 8 a.m. for you Savings Club members. You know who you are. And we've got a ton of great guests, and we are here with one of them right now. We have been doing new videos with people who've never been to Free Comic Book Day, with people who have come before, with people who have new things that they want to tell you about. And one such is right here, who you guys will know from previous Free Comic Book Days, from Creative Women Minicon. Why don't you go and introduce yourself and tell them what you do.
Hi, I'm Kristine Balog. I'm originally from upstate New York, live in California now. I do a lot, so I'll try to be quick. I write comic books, I draw comic books, I'm an oil painter, I write novels, I write nonfiction, I'm an art history professor. So Free Comic Book Day, I'll have a lot of comic books, some coloring books, and maybe a novel, I don't know yet.
Okay, so that was a little mysterious. We'll leave a lot of that mysterious until she decides, but as you guys may remember, most recently from Creative Women in October, you currently have 5 issues.
Correct.
Of something that's extremely passionate to you.
Yes.
Caravaggio is your absolute number one passion when it comes to writing and to comic books.
Yes.
So for people who do not know who he is, give them a little bit of backstory on this man.
So Caravaggio is actually a 16th, 17th century Italian artist. He was the person who was solely responsible for the Baroque art movement. Anybody who took art history, you should know that term.
For those of us who didn't.
For those of you who didn't, yeah. So Baroque actually happened right after Mannerism, which happened after the Renaissance. And it was all about darkness and light in the paintings. And it was all about this emotive quality and really getting people to be absorbed in the painting and feel that painting and walk away with a different experience. He painted for models when nobody else did, got him in a lot of trouble. The reason I'm so fascinated with him is not only because of the way he paints. He's brilliant, I'm biased, but he's an absolutely brilliant painter. But when you sit down and read his life, it's like a screenplay in and of itself, which I am also writing. But there's so much mystery to certain periods in his life, and I have spent over a decade actually digging in archives all over the world trying to find the truth out about who Caravaggio is, because so many things are published that are wrong and they're so stereotypical, and this is my whole reason for being in life. Okay,
so you've been digging into him for over a decade.
Yes.
How long have you been working on these comic books? Because she's going to be debuting the 6th issue.
Yes.
At Free Comic Book Day, so you guys can pick up all 6, all in one shot. Yes. But how long have you been working on this?
So I think I officially published the first one in 2014. I had
not bad for 6 issues. That's not bad at all.
I had actually started it in the beginning of the year. So I'm that person. Once I start doing something, it's like I just don't stop. There's Red Bull involved, and coffee, and no sleep, and espresso, and
all wonderful things, by the way.
Yes, they are.
So I mean, that really is a good track record when you're working on so much stuff and work and everything on top of that. So we've got the first 6 issues you're going to be seeing at Free Comic Book Day. Coming soon, maybe at Free Comic Book Day, maybe not. You were also working on a novel.
Yes. So
can we talk about that?
We can, yeah. It's completely finished. It started out as 1 novel, and now it's 2. And it's not a nonfiction. It's a novel based on Caravaggio's life. Okay. So what I did is I took all of the facts of his life, and I'm actually publishing archival documents and police records and things like that in this book. And I wrote it in a novel form for those people who think art history writing is boring and it's dry, which is a lot of people. I'm guilty of that myself, and I teach art history. So I wanted to give you his life in a way that people would really connect with it and really be excited about it. So the first novel is called Of Oil and Blood, and that is completely done. I'm waiting to have it in print. And then the second one is called Of Iron and Steel. And
that one you're still working on?
That one I'm still working on, correct.
Coming soon. Both coming soon, but hopefully number 1 coming very soon.
Yes.
Now, will those 2 volumes wrap everything up? Or
they will in terms of his life. There's 3 books that are going to follow that in this series, and the other 3 are based on key characters in his life, and it's told from their point of view. So Costanza Colonna was a huge character in his life. She was the constant shadow, very powerful woman. So the 3rd book is on her.
So given that, you could play with more volumes if you wanted to. If this was something that you didn't feel was over, there've got to be other people in his life who have that
Oh,
we have
yes.
historical documents on that you could continue to build.
Yeah, and I only chose 3, and like you said, there's a long list. I mean, we're talking about popes, we're talking about cardinals. One thing, Caravaggio was knighted. He was a Maltese knight, so I have them. It's like this huge just universe I could create.
I mean, there you go, guys. I mean, popes, bishops. She mentioned police records. So this is a book you guys are going to want to check out, whether you know him or whether you don't. And in comic book format, obviously, that's up our alley. That's something fun, and then novel as well.
Yes.
Plus, we're not going to go into it, but because she can't keep things simple and just work on the things that she's already doing, there's going to be more novels coming of a fantasy nature or a
Yes.
fictional nature.
It's fantasy, yeah.
Fantasy
it's high
nature.
fantasy, series of 6.
So all kinds of stuff to look out for. Plus, there's going to be 2 coloring books, both Caravaggio dedicated, correct?
Yes.
Okay, those will be available at Free Comic Book Day. There's going to be coloring pages for
Yes.
people that you can take with
For
you.
free.
For free. So you can
Yes.
check it out. Get the children to paint Caravaggio. And there's going to be a preview. Well, there's going to be more than a preview. There's going to be a
is.
preview and an issue number 1 for a debut comic book that you've created
Yes.
on Free Comic Book Day, which I'm extremely excited about because I love it when new stuff gets debuted here, when we get to see things from local creatives that we haven't seen anywhere else. And it's going to hit on May 6th. Why don't you give them a little preview of it?
So the title is called Lightfield. It actually came from a dream. I'll spare you the dream. If you want to know, dream is page number 1 in this comic book, and it is.
It's actually your dream.
It is my dream. Page number 1
Okay.
is my dream
Okay.
because it was just really cool. But it's 2 female heroines, and we have opposites attract. One is a scientist. She's working for a big science corporation. The other one is magical. She deals with healing and things that are of other realms. And it's basically this alien race is trying to communicate with the scientist, and she thinks she just needs more sleep and she's going crazy. What's going on is the Earth is actually completely out of water. So this company that the scientist is working for, she believes that her company is trying to replenish the Earth.
Okay.
They are not. They have kidnapped a youngling from this race I call the Elders, and the Elders are the ones who are trying to communicate with the scientist because they want her to help get their kid back.
Okay.
In payment for her doing so, they are actually going to give her the secret on how to replenish the Earth with water again.
All right.
It's
there we go. That's
very
the
complex.
nice little setup
Yeah.
for the entire thing. Issue number 1 will be available. Did you do the entire thing by yourself?
I
Just like
did.
Caravaggio? So,
Yep.
so as I've stressed on here before, guys, I want you all to understand just how much goes into this stuff and why you should pick it up, why you should try something new. Not only did she write it, she laid it out, penciled it, inked it, colored it, lettered it, edited it, production, marketing, the whole deal. Give it a shot. Try out something new, whether it's this one, whether it's something from one of our other creators. I think you guys will not be disappointed in the talent we have here in Sacramento. May 6th, 9 a.m. we're going to be opening, of course, all the regular festivities. We're going to have Supreme Pro Wrestling down here with the ring. We're going to have the West Coast Avengers raising money for Shriners Hospital. 501st in Stormtrooper gear and Jedi gear. We're going to have creators. Wandering Boba will be down here. I'm looking forward to that. I love that. And just so much going on. Come down, have a great time, pick up some comic books, donate to the raffle, grab something from our locals, and I hope to see you guys on May 6th. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for
and I'm
having
looking
me.
forward to
Always a
number
pleasure.
6
Yes.
and number 1. Don't
Yes.
forget, guys, we will see you then. There will be links if you're watching Facebook Live. There's no links now, but there will be links when we put this on YouTube so you guys can find out where to get all of her work and see what we're talking about. Thank you very much, and have a great one, guys.